Now, Chad, we are seeing a lot of towns and counties in our viewing area preparing for the potential flooding. What can we expect from local rivers and creeks as they fill up?
Let's talk about the mainstream flooding right now. We know the Greenbrier River has been almost dry the past month. It is going to see a big spike in the stage going forward through tomorrow and the early part of Saturday. But notice, we are not expected to reach action stage, which is when a few farmlands close to the river actually start to see flooding, nor are we going to see minor flood stage. So yes, a big increase in the river level, but no flooding expected. This is the new river close to the headwaters in North Carolina and Glen Lynn, Virginia, and there it will reach action stage, so there will be some minor flooding. Again, this is not in our area, but this gives you a good indication that we are going to see a big jump in the river level for the new river for those who use it for recreation purposes over the next couple of days. The Bluestone River, this is for those of you in Mercer County, already seeing some minor flooding. There will be minor to moderate flooding going forward all the way through the early part of the weekend. And folks, this is a historical rain event in North Carolina. This is one of the rivers near Asheville. It's expected to crest on the 28th of September at 21 feet. The record is 20.7 feet for this particular river, and that is in Bittmore. Now, this is a Category 3 storm, likely to become a Category 4 storm before landfall around 10 o'clock tonight. And the projected wave height right around the circulation, 37 feet. So this is very significant. Now, the storm surge will be very close to about 15 to 20 feet in the Florida Panhandle as it makes landfall. And you probably feel it in the joints. We are going to see the pressure continue to drop with our ARH More for Appalachia forecast. So more aches and pains, and then finally rising over the weekend. Now we have more than just rain threats. We have wind threats and tornado threats tomorrow. I will capitalize on that in just a couple. Zoom in a little bit closer. I'm showing you Raleigh, North Carolina. See this one particular cell that quickly moved north within the rain band? It did produce a tornado warning that was in Raleigh, North Carolina, away from our area. But that's the kind of thing we're going to have to look for tomorrow, is an embedded heavy thunderstorm that could potentially rotate in the rain bands and be short-lived, but the potential is there between about 5 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So that's your 7-day forecast.
All right, well, I mean, we got the rain that we were wishing for, right?
Things are greening up, indeed. Yeah.
And it's nice to, and again, to recap some of the good news too, is that some areas are starting to now lift their burn bans.
That's exactly right.
So that's a good sign in the right direction. So hopefully we will be fine later on.
One thing I haven't mentioned yet is the drought monitor came out today.
Okay.
And we're still in an extreme drought. When it updates next Thursday, I think we'll be down to probably a moderate drought. So I think we're going to make 2 categorical improvements.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's great.
And I think it's going to be trimmed away completely if you live in Bluefield and Tazewell County.
That's awesome. That's really good.
Yeah.
It'll be also interesting to see what happens with the games tomorrow. We've already seen some things happen tonight with soccer. So I know you've been doing a great job keeping us updated, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the weather will be dry for the games, but it's leading up to the games.
That's the big thing.
That's the problem.
Will the fields be okay
Yeah.
to still play, even though that they're going to be dry for the games? How much happens during the day tomorrow? That's the decision schools are going to have to make. And it's not just one school, both schools have to come together.
Right.
Make sure it's safe for the players to get there, all that stuff. So tomorrow and tonight and tomorrow is going to be very busy figuring all that out.
Very interesting to say the least, I assume.
No doubt, definitely.
But hey, at least we got some rain, right?
It is funny. Shady last year we went, this was happening. Shady this year, this is happening.